truly out of realization. So all day long I've been driving my truck around in circles in Kawai, and hauling sugar. So.
Oh, I thought you just meant like aimlessly.
Aimlessly wandering.
I'm like, I can see that.
Well, it was kind of spaced out because I didn't get very much sleep last night.
Right.
So, but I was thinking about my relationship with Srila Prabhupada, about the pertinence of how is he active in my life now? How am I progressing? What is it that a spiritual master actually has come to do? And it's pretty simple. He's come to give us Krishna consciousness, and he wants us to become Krishna conscious. And the method that he's employed, I mean, right in this pranam mantra, it says, "O servant of Saraswati Thakur, you are so kindly, come to the Western countries, and you are delivering them from the clutches of voidism and impersonalism." How delivering? By delivering the Gauravani, the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then I began to meditate very strongly. So what is the Gauravani? My Shiksha Guru, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Swami Maharaj, wrote a whole book glorifying Srila Prabhupada's pranam mantra. Namaste Saraswati Devi, Gauravani Prachadani, Nirvisesa Sunyavani, Vasyatya Desatari. So we have another pure devotee, very intimate Shiksha disciple of Prabhupada, explaining what it is that Prabhupada actually came here to give, the Gauravani, the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. And I was meditating about how Prabhupada said that my only qualification is I haven't changed anything. I'm simply giving what the predecessor acharyas have given to me. He said, my spiritual master, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, noted that I was ardently listening to his lectures. And even though Prabhupada said that he couldn't understand very much of what he was hearing from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, still, he was hearing with firm faith. I was thinking about all these things. So what is the Gauravani Pracharana? The teachings of Lord Chaitanya are encapsulated. They contain the essence of the teachings, are contained in Lord Chaitanya's Shikshastakam, 8 prayers. I was thinking, the first prayer, Chaito Darpanam Arjanam, Bhava Mahadava Nirvapanam, Shreya Kaira Vicharanam, Vidyada Vijivanam, Anandam Budi Vardhanam, Patipatam Purnam Taspanam, Sarvatma Snapanam, Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So the first prayer of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is expounding on the glories of the congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord, especially the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And I was meditating on how much Srila Prabhupada had faith and nishtha and firm determination specifically in giving this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra all over the world. Mm-hmm. And how at his sannyas ceremony, which our Shiksha Guru, our beloved Srila Rai Maharaj, actually performed the Agnihotra. And his Gurudev, our Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj, was giving the sannyas initiation to Srila Prabhupada, and also Bhaktivedanta Muni Maharaj, right, at the same time, who was like 90 years old. He said, if you take sannyas, then I'll also take sannyas. So anyway, a wonderful thing.
Prabhupada didn't want to take sannyas.
And then there's a photograph of Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava standing, and I think Srila Prabhupada and Srila Bhaktivedanta Muni Maharaj are sitting. Palmgrave is in the middle, or they're standing behind.
Standing,
I got
he's
it
sitting,
opposite. He was sitting in front. They were standing behind him. Meditating on the look on Prabhupada's face in that picture. It's just like this firm, determined look. How and the other feature that I marked was that Srila Prabhupada had his pure devotee godbrother, Akincana Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, chant nothing but the Maha Mantra, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, throughout the entire sannyas ceremony. It was like 3 hours, right? So, and then I was meditating on the fact that Srila Prabhupada he came with the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is stated that this Bhagavat Purana, the Srimad Bhagavatam, is as brilliant as the sun. It has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode, accompanied by religion, knowledge, etc. Persons who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of the age of Kali shall get light from this Purana. So it's the literary incarnation of Godhead. Krishna svadamo pakate dharma gyana divisa kalona stadisham esha puranarko vinoditaha. So Prabhupada came with a case, a trunk, like a steamer trunk, full of these 3-volume sets of Srimad Bhagavatam with the first canto. And they're so charming. We had those.
We had them, but somehow I lost mine.
I had a copy. I don't know. I think my ex-wife Mangala may still have it, but they're so wonderful. So we had.
You mean one of the originals that he brought from India?
Yeah,
Yes, the brown.
They're hardbound, brown cover.
He brought it himself.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I remember reading, just opening first canto and just being, oh my God, this is.
It's so charming. The language is so sweet.
Yeah.
My heart can speak volumes on the books. I know you will. Anyhow, so Prabhupada came, and he came because he was ordered to come, and he also stated there's one place in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, and Prabhupada mentions in a purport that Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has stated that the order of the spiritual master should be taken as one's life and soul. And then Prabhupada had commented at various times that that really struck him, this statement by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So on the order of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he's come to the Western world. And then I was meditating on the fact that he came and he gave lectures at various places, at various yoga groups and so forth, and not much happened. But then he did the Sankirtan Yajna in Tompkins Square Park in New York City. And from him, he just had a single, like a bongo drum to play on. Nobody's played bongo drum quite like that ever before or since. He played it like a redundant.
Yeah.
So nice, so sweet. And he just chanted the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And mostly, he just chanted, the standard Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So ecstatically. And he just attracted people who came. There at that time, with the cultural explosion of hippies and everything was happening right, 1965, 66. It was a huge consciousness shift, and everybody was experimenting with LSD and drugs and so many things from Indian culture. And Maharishi Mahesh Yogi had come at that time, and I personally had started off with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's TM, and I remember it was so far out. I remember that I'd be sitting down and trying to do my meditation, but I'd heard the Hare Krishna mantra. And so I'd be trying to say my mantra, but the Hare Krishna mantra just kept coming into my head. And it was like, wow, it's pretty far out. And I remember back in 1969 in Honolulu, the devotees all came. Honolulu Temple was on McKinley Street at the time. And this is before I even joined Siddha Swarup's group or anything. And I was totally into Hendrix, and I went to a Jimi Hendrix concert at Waikiki Shell, and it was 3 days. It was actually supposed to be 2 days, but the first day, his sound system failed so badly that he just stopped. Anyway, before the concert, the devotees were out there doing kirtan, and all of us. I was like 16 years old at that time. And anyway, I was still in high school, and everybody was high on something or other, whatever. And people were just like totally taken by this Hare Krishna mantra. And that was practically all of the Prabhupada instructed us. You can chant Namo Om, you can chant Lotus Sri Krishna Chaitanya, but after that should be mostly Hare Krishna Maha mantra. Prabhupada really stressed, right? Which is good because it's easy to remember, and even if you can't remember, you'll just be going, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, eventually you get it, right? So I was there, and before the concert, I was like, just looking at it, it's like, wow, everybody's like, they're doing the Swami step, they're chanting Hare Krishna, and the girls are like in saris, and they have tilak on, and the men were shaved up, it was like really far out, shaved up, like haircut with a seeker, like, wow, it's like these so amazing look, and they're doing the Swami step, it's like just floating, and then this Hare Krishna is going on, and it's like, I remember that from that all 3 days, the devotees were doing kirtan, and I came away from it thinking like, Hare Krishna is so nice sounding. It'd be really nice to say Hare Krishna to people instead of hello, and Hare Krishna instead of bye. And that was it. I was finished. And then I joined Sripad movement, which started out as personal meditation, but then it's like we're talking about, we hear about the empowerment of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he came in this tour, especially to South India and everywhere. He would get people to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and then they would go into their villages completely on fire, completely overwhelmed with Krishna praise. And the people that they met would start to chant Hare Krishna, and a third set of people also was, it was just like spread like that. And in those days, the Hare Krishna movement was actually literally the Hare Krishna explosion.